Well, hello there everyone, and welcome to part 2 of the Battle of Marston Moor. We are playing as the Royalists, as you know, and just recently we have begun dealing with Cromwell's attacking left flank here. And we're doing our best. As you can see, I have put everybody up against what looks like a nice little hedgerow here to really give us an advantage when it comes to firing our weapons. Charging, things of that nature. We do still have a couple of units here that can go ahead and let off some volleys, so I want to go ahead and give them the opportunity to do that. But of course, not everybody's going to be able to attack this turn, because we actually ended our last turn after doing a number of different movements. So that may take a while. I'm going to go ahead and move some musketeers up. In fact, I wish I hadn't moved them so closely, but I think I can live with it. We'll start opening up on the parliamentarian horse here. And really, all we need to do is try and crash into the enemy's left flank here and really hold the center. I think that's basically the main gist of this battle. So we're going to go ahead and continue here and just get these guys up as quickly as we can to this left flank. I'm not going to keep these cavalry in the center. At first I thought I might keep some of them in the center, but now I'm thinking that might not be the greatest idea. Let's make sure we've moved everybody here. I believe we have. Okay, and let's let the parliamentarians and the Scots have their opportunity here, and really hoping that they can't break through, but with Cromwell in command over here, I'm a little concerned. So let's end our turn, get to the residual shooting phase, see how that goes. Oh boy. Alright, so as you can see, those volleys are getting to our men, but it looks like the hedgerow is stopping a lot of those shots. And as you can see, we responded in kind and did 10 damage, which is a lot more. Now here we go. One of Cromwell's cavalry units has actually charged into our cavaliers. And in fact, we have another unit here that's charged into our cavaliers and actually disrupted them. So this is something we need to keep our eyes on. As you can see, as the parliamentarians move up, we're doing a lot of damage with our musket fire. We have a lot of cover, whereas they have none at all. We're basically just walking in an open field. So I'm hoping that we can hopefully make them rethink their strategy, or rethink their assault by the time they make it all the way to the other side of the field here. But that might not happen. They might decide that it's a good chance, it's a good opportunity to go ahead and try to crash into our alliance anyway. Oh boy, that was actually a good volley. Wow, so they actually disrupted one of our spearman units. I think we can probably move him out this turn, actually. And I'd love to see what our residual shooting phase is going to look like. I hope it's going to look pretty nice because we've got a ton of men ahead of us in open ground. So these guys better lay down a beautiful volley. Okay, so they're not shying away from that right flank. I thought they were going to immediately pull back, but it looks like they're going to bring the fight to us. And that's a little frightening, especially since I've just spotted a ton of cavaliers working their way up here. Or, sorry, parliamentarian horse working their way up here. Be very careful. Here comes Cromwell's charge. Wow. Pretty indecisive. That's good, because I thought they were going to crush us right then and there. And they very well might. So the Scots horse is moving up. Definitely not something I want to have to deal with, because those guys know how to fight, without a shadow of a doubt. It's going to take them some time to get to the battle, and hopefully in that time we can put the fear of God in the enemy enough to make them pull back. Actually, I do see an opportunity here to possibly use our horsemen against Cromwell's charge. It would be really good if we could counter the charge, although I don't expect we can. I really think that our only chance of winning this battle is going to be in that center there. Here's the residual shooting phase. Oh yes, this is where we get a few shots off. Looks like most of our men have already expanded their ammunition. Oh no, there we go. What the hell? That's not our residual shooting, that's the enemy. They're actually getting a tremendous amount of hits right there. That's at least 140 men that they just took out with that one volley. Alright, yet another melee, and yes, they were going to force our men to fall back. That's Cromwell's horseman unit. The veteran parliamentarian horse. they're very strong, and we really have to just do our absolute best to beat them. So I'm going to go ahead and first see if I can charge. And actually, I want to charge the unit that is most likely to win against, but we do have to charge somebody. So let's go ahead and get these guys right here. The enemy over here has not yet engaged us, so we're going to go ahead and open fire on them. An arc of fire. We could probably go ahead and lead another charge with one of these cavalry units. And if not now, maybe later. Let's go ahead and try that, alright? So we're impacting the left flank of the parliamentarian horse there. Unfortunately, we actually ended up taking more damage than we dished out, but hopefully we can make up for that later. And the loss here is going to be pretty significant, so I'm going to just go ahead and charge with these men. Maybe increase our chances of victory, and we'll go ahead and take the veteran cavaliers, and no, the loss is way too great. It's pretty bad here, too. What about... That's not bad. Alright, we're going to go and charge into these parliamentarians. And look at that, 16. That's the kind of attack we're going for, guys. That's the kind of attack that's going to win us the battle. I'll actually look here and see if we've got any other men we can attack. If not, I'm just going to turn this guy in the right direction. Okay, it looks like we can't even do that. We're not going to charge these men either, but maybe we can charge these guys? Yes, 84% chance of winning. So they're actually trying to evade us, which I don't blame them at all. Looks like our men are not going to follow very long. Probably because they don't want to deal with the rest of those Scots waiting for us back here. But let's go ahead and bring our cavalry units up, and over here to the right flank where Cromwell is, because I'm feeling slightly more confident about holding this position now. And let's take sure that our musketeers have fired. Alright, they haven't, so I'm actually going to move the musketeers up here. I'm going to fire on the veteran pike and shot, and really just try to take them out before they make it to our lines. We have no chance of winning in a charge at all, so we won't worry about that. We're just going to use up all of the musket power we have here. And in fact, let's see here, the win chance is pretty much even for both sides. So I'm going to just stay put and stay in this defensive area and just keep firing. Let's go ahead and fire away at that veteran unit, try to break it if we can. There we go. Wow, still no breaking, so we'll just keep firing at all these guys. We might as well. But they're doing an alright job advancing across the field here, I will say. Disrupted. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. And I want to go ahead and switch this guy, turn him this way. Let's see, can we actually win? Wow. Okay, so in this case, I am going to charge with this pikeman unit. I'll give you two reasons why. Number one, we have the advantage here. Number two, I can move this pikeman unit right there to take up the location that's missing. And we could still open fire on those guys, which is awesome. And let's see if this pikeman unit can do the same form of damage. No, it doesn't look like it. So what we're going to do with him is just open fire on the enemy troops. That's it. Try to force them back. Alright. Now let's give some damage to these Scots. We'll go ahead and throw something up on them. I'm really tempted to charge, but it wouldn't be a good idea. So let's go ahead. Here, it will be a good idea. So as you can see, we're going to go ahead and charge with our spearmen here. This line is wavering a bit, but in a good way, and in the sense that it's a very fluid line. We've got some guys behind the hedgerows. We've got other guys that we feel can charge are going ahead to charge. I'm going to go ahead and see if we could do any damage with our musketeers. I think we can against that horseman unit, or even against one of these guys. So this actually gives us a pretty good chance of winning. Whether or not it's the best decision, I don't know, but we're going to take the risk. We're going to charge with a musketeer unit, and actually the enemy's evading us, which is a bit annoying, because I was really hoping for a drawn-out battle with those guys. But that's alright. Let's go ahead and turn one of these cavalry units into position over here. In fact, we don't want to break through them to break through our line, so we'll send one cavalry unit here. We'll start sending this guy up this way to take that spot. And let's just see what we can do on our left flank over here. I could probably charge against this unit, but it's not going to be all that effective. What if we charge with our musketeer unit? Okay, that's a little bit of a better chance, actually. And at this point, I feel confident to go ahead and charge with our cavalry as well. Well, not necessarily, because our odds are still pretty poor. But let's at least start moving these guys up. What about that? And let's see if we can charge with these men here. Okay, so we do have mostly a chance of losing, but I want to take the fight to them. I don't want to lose momentum here. And we'll charge with these guys too. And as that's occurring, we're going to move the rest of this cavalry up. We'll even charge with this cavalry. So we've got 3 units crashing into this veteran parliamentarian horse. I don't know if that's going to be enough to dissuade them from continuing their attack, but I hope it is. Because we don't really have many other options at this point. Let's go ahead and see. No, well, then again, we could lead an attack. But I don't think that's going to be the smartest idea. So we'll go ahead and actually move this guy here so that he's able to be of use next turn. Move this cavalry unit up here, and this cavalry unit here. Maybe even take this one to fill up one of these gaps. That's pretty good. And we just want to keep attacking, keep counterattacking, really, and holding the center. That's the most important part. Let's take a look here on our right flank. I think we've done everything we can on the right flank, and this is really where Cromwell could come through and absolutely annihilate us. With little difficulty. That's why we have to be very careful. I'm almost tempted to start bringing some of these units over here to this flank, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and bring these guys over. I'll bring this cavalry unit over as well, and just start slowly transporting these guys to where I believe they should be. Let's see. Okay. Seems alright for now. And I think we're going to go ahead and end that turn, and guess wait and see what the Royalists have in store for us. Anyway, guys, I'm glad that you watched. Thank you so much for watching. When we come back, we will see the Royalist response to these movements, although so far a very interesting and entertaining battle, and I hope you guys agree. Take care, guys, and have an awesome day.